and definitely lots of people are going to be using this as their do-it-all shoe. First impression review we've got for you guys today is the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4. So this one has been one of the most popular and probably the most highly rated shoes over the last 3 or 4 years or so. But before we get into it, massive shout out to my #1 running store, the Running Company at Geelong, for hooking me up with a pair of the Endorphin Speeds. Now I've got a link to their website in the description, so go check that link and check out their full range of running gear. And also, if you want to support this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So quick specs, a neutral road running shoe designed for up-tempo running and your daily training as well. So price-wise, $290 here in Australia, $170 in the US. Now that is a $20 increase from last year. Well, it is here in Australia. It's not in the US, so Saucony Australia, you've got some explaining to do there. In the weight, we got 233 grams, 8.2 ounces. That's in a men's size 9. And in our stack heights, we've got 36 in the rear, 28 in the front, giving us a 8mm drop. So in the upper here, we have got what they call their form fit. So this is it's an engineered mesh, very light, very breathable. Now the build quality, amazing, so excellent. Overall, this is a great looking upper that's made really, really well. Padding wise, they've got, I would say, probably low to the moderate end of padding, so just around the heel collar, and we've got a little bit of padding here in the tongue. The heel counter is pretty structured, not too bad here. And in the tongue, we've got a nicely gusseted tongue. So this tongue is beautiful. It's got some breathing holes all the way through, and it's sewn in. It just does a nice job wrapping around the foot. Now into the lockdown. So the lockdown is pretty good in this shoe, so happy with that one. Now the fit for me, I've got myself a size 9 in the Speed. I usually take an 8.5, but the 9, I was a little bit worried it's going to be too long, but it's not too bad. It's probably a touch long, but the width for me in the half size up is working well for me. I did hear that this version of the Speed was a little bit short, but overall reports are that this is true to size. The stepping comfort of this shoe is, again, absolutely amazing. And I need to mention the sock liner. So they have got a new sock liner here. It's a super responsive sock liner, as what they're calling it. But so they usually use the Power Run PB in it, but this, correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know in the comments below, is this the Power Run HG sock liner? So anyway, it is a nice and responsive sock liner. Really nice upper here. Well done, Saucony. And the midsole, yep, stacks again, 36, 28, 8mm drop. Now the foam they're using is the same foam that they've used in all their previous versions, so it's their Power Run PB. So it's one of their super foams, the Power Run PB. They've got another one which is the HG. Now within that foam, you're going to find a winged nylon plate. So not a carbon plate, a winged nylon plate. So that's going to give this shoe some rigidity, but not as much as what a carbon plate does. So you can still flex this shoe, and it's got a good amount of snap back there, as you can see, and it's got a little bit of sideways movement as well. But it's just a nice amount of rigidity in this shoe. Geometry wise, 4-foot rocker, they call that their Speed Roll Tech. So I really like how Saucony place their Speed Roll in their Endorphin series of shoes. So in our outsole here, they have got a good amount of rubber coverage. So pretty much the whole 4-foot is covered in rubber, and also in the high wear areas at the back. We've got some exposed foam through the midfoot and that exposed nylon plate through the middle there. Now, in the past, Saucony have really struggled in the wet conditions with the rubber on this shoe, and these Speeds and Pros have been really, really slippery on a wet road. So I can say that they've got a new lattice design here, and the grip is improved slightly. However, there's still issues on the wet road. So on the dry, it feels great, but I'm still getting slip on a wet road. And in the durability department, I've got no concerns here for this shoe in the durability. So it's going to be the same as their previous models, really high durability. And in our ride, so first word that comes to mind is energetic. So lots of energy return, lots of pop, lots of spring, very springy. So especially when you get on this speed roll, on this forefoot and start popping off. So yeah, nice energy return, nice amount of stiffness in the midsole. I'm not going to say it's not overly soft. You're not going to find this pillowy or marshmallowy. It's more on the responsive side. I wouldn't say it's firm, so there's still enough cushion and softness to take lots of impact out of the road, so you don't run in this shoe and go, oh man, this is firm. You still feel softness, so you still feel sink, but lots and lots of pop, lots of energy return, lots of spring. You're sinking far more in the rear foot, so it's a lot softer in the rear foot and you get more bounce through the rear foot. However, this shoe comes alive the most the more you pick the pace up. So this shoe, obviously, hence the name, this shoe is great when you put some speed into it, and it can handle pretty much every pace that you throw into it. I do think the slower you run in this shoe, the more clunky that it can get. So what I'm liking in this shoe so far is certainly number one, the geometry. I love the speed roll tech. I love where Saucony put the rocker in these shoes, and also the upper. So this upper is one of the most comfortable, best looking uppers. Oh, it just works. One of the best on the market. What I'm unsure about is the upgraded grip on this shoe. So it's not that much better. I don't know what's going on with Saucony's rubber compound and a wet road, but it's just not quite there yet. And dislikes in this shoe is certainly the price. So a $20 increase from last year. I'm not happy about that one. So early predictions with this shoe. So I think a lot of people are still going to get along with it. If you are an Endorphin Speed fan of the previous 3 versions, I still think you're going to love this version. So it feels closer to me like the number 1, I think, than the other versions. So I really just love how this rides. I think it's going to be a great long run shoe, great for your workouts, and definitely lots of people are going to be using this as their do-it-all shoe. It's probably not going to be my first pick as a daily trainer. I still think it's a little bit too clunky and a bit too much energy return for me. I like something that's really soft and doesn't give me much back, that makes me want to run fast. I just want to run slow on my easy days. But lots of running to go in this one. I've got a feeling that this one is going to tick up the Ks really, really fast. Enjoying my time in it so far. So anyway, guys, that's it from me. Got any questions regarding this shoe, how it's going to compare to anything else, just please drop them in the comments below. And again, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.